Shalom, shalom, and welcome. This is Yahusha's Court, an end-time series to those who seek to do the will of the Almighty Creator, the Almighty Father. Many will be surprised that you will come to know that His name is Yahuwah, and that His Word manifests in the flesh as our Messiah, or as some may say, Mashiach, Yahusha. If you are one who accepts Yahuwah as the Almighty Creator, who seek to do the will of the Almighty Father, Yahuwah, and accept Yahusha as Messiah, I consider you my brothers and my sisters, my family. Yahusha's Court, a series of an end-time series for you to examine what could possibly be the need to establish priorities as we move into intense conditions during these end times. It is a series of messages that I pray will enlighten you to realize that decisions are on trial. We're held accountable for every decision that we make. That you will judge, that we judge, that I judge, that you judge. We judge whether we realize it or not. Scriptures inform us to judge righteously, not judge by appearance and just judge just out of our own wits. We are to judge as the Spirit of Yahusha rises in us and echo clarity on what is set apart versus what is not. We have entered into a time where we will begin to see set apart justice like never before witnessed. And there will be the emergence of Yahusha. We will see the structuring of a nation. With that said, if you're returning, this is part 3 to the segment Chosen Leaders of Yahusha. This is part 3. This is the final component to this segment entitled Chosen Leaders of Yahusha. If you are tuning in for the first time, I invite you to consider listening to this series in sequence, beginning with the introduction, in order to get the full benefit. My name is Symmanayah, and these are the words I am compelled to present. With that said, picking up with part 3 of the segment entitled Chosen Leaders of Yahusha. Let me say this: we have entered into a season known as end times that will bring extreme humbling conditions. Though these words might sound like a broken record or endless loop to many, remember, warnings will repeat themselves over and over again until they're no longer needed, to no longer necessary. There will be those who prefer to cling on to leaders that speak words that make them feel good. In other words, there are those who prefer to be among leaders who patronize one another, pat each other on the back. Those who just walk around smiling and think everything is okay, void of realizing that we are in a spiritual battle, that this is spiritual warfare, void of executing some of the toughest of decisions and examples, feeding and breeding, compromising camps and fellowships. These things will be laid waste among those who truly desire to do the will of the Almighty Father. Beware, my brothers and sisters, be cautious. The time will come when we will witness set-apart instructions and right rulings being executed by true chosen leaders of Yahusha Messiah, our Mashiach. I cannot stress it enough. We are in a time when we will witness the chosen leaders of the Spirit of Yahusha rise in power and strength, and the power of the Most High Father Yahuwah. If you doubt this, pray and watch, my brothers and sisters. It will prove to be a time when we will witness man, women, and children following chosen leaders. And yes, it will give us the confirmation and fulfillment that we anticipate. We will see, my brothers and sisters, the practical appearance will look as though we are following man, but those who are of the children of obedience who discern his true and chosen leaders will be following the man as that man, woman, or child is being led by the Spirit of Yahusha. The truth of the matter, the Spirit of Yahusha will be directing the paths, the footsteps of those who he has chosen to lead Yahusha. The days of counterfeits, self-proclaimed, erroneously appointed, wicked and unlearned leaders will come to an end among those who will be among the ranks of the children of obedience, the final gathered. Keep in mind, the 144,000 multitude will reflect the fulfillment of many prophecies. Pray, my brothers and sisters. Study. Pray some more and seek earnestly to discern and understand what the Spirit of Yahusha is saying. Be alert, for scriptures inform us that the Almighty Father can open the mouth of a donkey if necessary. He will cause the stones to cry out, as well as he has demonstrated in times past that he will speak through us one towards another, through his prophets, through his chosen. Behold, my brothers and sisters, those who think chosen leadership is glamorous will come to realize it comes with serious responsibilities, of which will include at times executing unpleasant or what appear to be unpleasant right rulings, painful rulings in some instances. End times will prove to uncover those who have the fortitude, the strength, and who have been empowered and chosen by the Spirit of Yahusha Messiah. Pray and watch. Proof will come. Continue to seek to do the will of the Most High Father. Continue to discover his living orders and command. It is strongly encouraged that we be mindful that there will be a day when we will respond to the chosen leaders of Yahusha as they are guided by his set-apart Spirit. Remember the choices that we make. For this day, for some of us, it may be the last opportunity to get things right. I pray that each of us will be able to discover strength and discernment with a ready mind, body, and soul to respond to the Spirit of Yahusha. Remember, your decision, my decision, our decisions this day will be as one planting seeds. We will reap what we have sown. In other words, the fruit of our decisions will determine our true position during end times. No one knows the threshold. No one knows the amount of information that will be entrusted to them in order for us to obey, or in order for us to respond or be still or demonstrate in our actions. We don't know when that threshold will come. We don't know when that last breath and that last heartbeat will come. For some of us, there may not be too many more warnings. So let us choose wisely how we respond to the amount of information we receive, to the instructions, to the warnings. Let us begin to get our house in order, my brothers and sisters. Let us begin to look in the mirror and examine ourselves against the scriptures as they are made alive to us in our studying. Let us begin to ask ourselves, have we established that ready mind to hear what the Spirit of Yahusha is saying? For this is critical in order to identify the true chosen leaders of Yahusha Messiah. This concludes the 8th segment entitled Chosen Leaders of Yahusha. This concludes that 8th segment that has been presented to you in 3 parts. The time will come where pursuing righteousness to make a firm choice and let our decisions be reflected in our actions and our deeds. That time is here like never before. Until next time, my brothers and sisters, stay tuned. We are in a refining process. Yasharal is being guided, perfected, reproved, disciplined. We will repent of any error, and we will rise up in the power of atonement in the set-apart Spirit of Yahusha Messiah. Are you prepared? Are you prepared, my brothers and sisters? I invite you to stay tuned as more will come regarding Yasharal's court and establishing priorities. I will reflect on each priority. This is the 8th priority, my brothers and sisters. Consider examining each priority. For when catastrophic times come, there will be some things that will take precedence over others. Be mindful of what the Spirit of Yahusha has to say on these matters. Be able to have a ready mind, body, and soul to respond with precision. And in some cases quickly. In some cases be still and wait. Until next time, my brothers and sisters, continue to tune in to Yasharal's court. Shalom. Shalom. Shalom.